Good afternoon, Rabun County. It's Roger Glenn with POS Realty. We're really excited today to be here with Jeff Miles, who is the head of school of Raven Gap Nacoochee School. That's a hard thing to say.
It is a long word.
Right. And, I want to apologize for being as short as I am. Mr. Miles is a fairly tall gentleman, and I'm fairly short, so we've got some vertical diversity going on today, if you will. Very much appreciate your time today.
Appreciate you coming out.
For folks that are not familiar with the school, can you just explain a little bit of the history, the inception, and if possible, the mission of the school?
Sure. So Raven Gap was founded in 1903, and it was founded as Raven Gap Industrial School. And at that time, it was founded by a guy named Dr. Andrew Ritchie. And he was the first person in Rabun County to go on and graduate from college. He went on and got his graduate degree and came back, and he wanted to start a school to serve the underserved, serve mountain children from the area, to give them a better opportunity for a better life. And fast forward 118 years later, we are actually still serving a very similar mission. So, we are a school of, next year we will be at just under 700 students. Mm-hmm. We are pre-K 3 through 12th grade, boarding and day. So boarding is 7th grade through 12th grade. Okay. We have students from 56 countries, 16 states. 100% of our graduates go on to college. And the important stat to link back to Dr. Andrew Ritchie is 75% of our students receive financial aid. We really try to concentrate that on the local area to really kind of serve the original mission. Uh-huh. Giving students that opportunity to go to an independent school and, be able to go on to college and hopefully come back to Rabun County and create business and have this area continue to thrive.
Yeah, absolutely. And the students are all on campus in person now, or are you doing any distance?
So we have been very fortunate that we have been in person all year. So we started in August. We have a lot of safety protocols, and we've been able to navigate it with relatively minimal COVID, right. Which has been good. All three divisions have really remained somewhat separate, but we've had all of our athletics, we've had all of our classes, we've had all of our arts. We've had to improvise it with fans and all of that, but so far so good. We have 5 weeks until graduation.
Yeah. Can you tell us your personal story and how it is that you came to become the 11th head of school?
Okay. So I also attended independent schools. I grew up in a small town, Bel Air, Maryland, which was actually very similar to Rabun County as far as size. I went to the only private school there. My parents worked extremely hard to give me the opportunities that I had. I moved to Asheville about 22 years ago, and I was a longtime teacher, coach, and then eventually became the assistant headmaster at Price School, a boarding school in Asheville. And now this is towards the end of my second year here at Raven Gap Nacoochee School.
Yeah, pretty neat. What's your sense of the relationship with the local community, if you will, and sort of what the school means to the community and what the community means to the school?
Well, I think the school's been a big part of the community for many, many years. And I think a big part of my tenure and some of the goals that I have is to really connect the greater community to Raven Gap, so they know who we are. That we're not just the school up on the hill and seeing the place where everyone wants to sled in the winter. We want to be a school that really connects to our greater community, community service. We hope to get involved in Habitat for Humanity next year. We hope to really connect the two. But I feel like we're a pretty important part of the Rabun County community. We have 161 employees. which I believe is one of the largest employers in Rabun County. So hope to continue to help forge that relationship.
Yeah. Folks may have heard words like Circ and STEAM. Can you talk about what those are?
Sure. So I believe this is 20 years we've had a Circ program, and Circ comes from Circus Olay. I would say the circus meets Broadway. So Circus Olay with music and dance. So we are the only Circ program in the country for many, many years, and I would say, have the strongest Circ program in the country currently.
Rave reviews on social media, folks.
Yeah, and please come out and watch our Circ performers. A lot of interest. I believe we had 70 students that went out for Circ, and we actually have it in the middle school now too, and it's really become kind of one of our premier programs here.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
STEAM, really, I guess it was about 5 years ago that program started, and it's between all three divisions, so lower school, middle school, and upper school. STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, arts, and math.
Yeah.
So, and that program's between all three divisions. Next year we'll have a director that oversees all three divisions, and it's been a great program to prepare for college.
Yeah.
The world beyond.
The athletic programs have achieved some wonderful success, particularly of late.
Yeah. So, and a big part of my background, but you probably don't know, I was a longtime head coach for 18 years back when I was a teacher as well. So athletics is important to me and important for Rabun Gap. Our football team made it to the state championship game last year, which was a big accomplishment. We played the largest private school division. Yes. We also made the state championship in soccer, and we returned a good group for both of those programs. Basketball had a very successful program, and now this spring, we're having a great season with our spring sports as well.
Yeah.
So.
For folks in the community that want to support the school, either financially or otherwise, what are kind of options in terms of what people can do?
Yeah, that's a good question. We love to show off campus. We love people just to show up to events and see who Rabun Gap is. We also love financial support, like any independent school. We love to give tours of our beautiful campus. So it runs the gamut. I'm always happy to take a call or email and connect with anyone in the community.
Folks that want to do that.
Yeah, we also have an opportunity, what's called Georgia Goal, GOAL, which is a matching tax credit. Donations to Georgia Goal, we actually utilize for tuition dollars for students that need it.
There you go. So a great way to give your money to a local organization who's doing something for kind of the next generation, as opposed to the federal government.
Absolutely.
Not that there's anything wrong with the federal government, but a little bit closer to home, a little bit more deliberate, targeted. What are some things in the future in terms of strategic initiatives or other things that you're going to be doing that you're kind of excited about?
So last year we finished our 5-year strategic plan, and that encompasses everything from a new applied learning curriculum, pre-K through 12, athletic upgrades facility-wise, which we started on already last year, upgrades to the arts, upgrades with hiring and housing. So we're underway, and we're excited about the future.
Yeah, that's great. And if folks want to find out more information, is the website kind of the best place to go?
The website's a great resource, and it'll also encompass a number of videos. We have a YouTube page, and our website is rabungap.org. So that's a good starting place, but we're also happy to connect with anyone that wants to come to campus and see what we're about.
So, Jeff, we very much appreciate your hospitality today and taking time out of your busy schedule to talk with us today. And again, I apologize for being so short.
I apologize for being so tall.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it. Thanks, Roger.
Rabun County, if your organization wants to be featured like this, feel free to get in touch with me and Laura. This is a free community service that we do. Being here today at something that's so much a fabric of Rabun County and such a unique institution is really an honor and a privilege. And so we want to come out and help tell the story of all the great things that are going on up here at Rabun Gap, Nacoochee. And as you said, it's kind of an open environment. Don't just show up. I assume you want folks to call ahead.
Sure.
But thank you for all that you're doing for the community. It's a wonderful resource.
Thank you, Roger. Yeah,
You're welcome.
appreciate it.
We'll see you next time, Rabun County.
Bye.